Hello viewers, my name is Emre Goodluck for eGoodluck Computers. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to define and call positional functions in Python programming. Now, to illustrate positional arguments in Python, we're going to write a simple program that will attempt to introduce the user based on the parameters passed into the function. So, to define the function, we simply say diff the name of the function, let's say introduction. Now the parameters could be, say, name, this is student name, then we say level, department, and the column followed by the doc string. Now to introduce the student, say print, let's mention the student name with the variable student name. Okay, this should have been formatted string. I prefer to make it simple like this. Dimension student name, then you say welcome, close the string. It should be in level. Now we'll call level, the variable level. Now we'll mention the department. Alright, now let's call this function, say now the parameters are, for the student's name, we can say, for the level, we can say 300, department, we can say computer science. Now let's see what the output will give us. Click on run. It says 18, you are welcome. You should be in level 300 computer science. Now the program is correct. So what we have successfully done is use the define keyword to define the function. We pass the parameters. We receive the parameters here. Here we have the parameters are student, level, and department, the doc string. And then here we have print as formatted string. We're able to insert the variable here, which was passed as an argument, and then say you are welcome. And here now we say you should be in level, mention the level, and then the department. Now you can call this function severally. Let's say we want to call the function again. We can just come down again and say introduce. Let's introduce Mike, and assuming Mike is in 200 level, and then Mike is in math statistics. If you run this, repeat this for, it runs for 18, and then it runs for Mike. Now look at the output. 18, you are in this. 18, you are welcome. You should be in 300 level computer science. And then we have Mike, you are welcome. You should be in 200 level math statistics. Now we can also make this program to be quite dynamic by, say, receive inputs and then call the function, receive input, and call the function. Now let's kind of call this function severally to have an output by receiving the input severally. Okay, now to do so, we could simply use the for, let's say we'll call it 3 times. Okay, and we simply say input. The first string says enter your name. The second could say, however you get this input, what matters is how you pass them. Okay, now input. Now you have to assign these inputs to a variable that you eventually use. So to do so, then we should have said name is equal to, that's the input. Then we could say department is equal to, then we say level is equal to this. And now we pass these parameters. To pass them here, we now have to be real now. So mention name. Okay, let's make this deliberate mistake by passing department and then passing level. All right, let's attempt to run this code. Okay, it will ask you for your name. You say good luck. Department, I say computer science. And level, say 400. You say good luck, you're welcome. You should be in level computer science 400. Now you could see that mistake. Now permit me to just end this program. Let's end the program so we can, what transpired here, because at the point of trying to call the function, we called name, department, and level. That is the same way it passes the function. If you look at the parameters, you have name, level, and department. So because it is positional, whatever value you pass is received in that manner and then used to run the program. And then you see that there is a mismatch. This is not appropriate. Perhaps it should have just been to correct this. All you need to do is to make sure the positions matches with the variables, because it's not interested in the variable name, rather it is more interested in their position. So if you say, if you move department to come behind this, that means the way it is when you called it is going to be the way it is when it displayed. Okay, let's run this. Once more, is asking for name. So for the name, we can say okay team. Ask for department, we say SUG. Ask for level, we say 200. Now it says, okay team, you are welcome. You should be in 200 level SUG. Okay, another one, it's repeating because we asked the function to run about 3 times. Let's see, assuming for the second one, it's asking for a name, and you say Thelma. Department, you say estate management, and the level, you say 400. You repeat that, and now you have Thelma, you are welcome. You should be in level 400, estate management. Now this is it. It ran only twice because the range you define says begin from 1 and get to 3. Meanwhile, remember it should have been 0, 1, 2 if we had not defined 1 at all. So to actually get it to run 3 times, you may need to remove this entirely, or you place it just 0 precisely. So you could say 0, 1, 2. Remember how you define range, 0, 1, 2. With this now, it should run 3 times. Now that's it on functions with positions. You could see that the moment you misplace the position of the function that is calling with what it should be like in the function definition, you will begin to have issues, because it will call at its own way, not at your own design. Thank you. Do well to subscribe to our channel for more educative content. Thank you.